Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some cool news that's been going on throughout these past 1 or 2 days. And if you guys also have known, we're on a little bit of a mini YouTube break, so if you guys don't mind, but we will be having still the occasional videos uploaded. But right now, we actually have some pretty big news, and a lot of big news has both fortunately and unfortunately happened as I'm trying to take this little mini break. Things like the Switch 2 leaks going on that we've had a few videos on the channel for, and as well just like CES, some pretty cool brand new PlayStation things, nothing super crazy, some big like AI updates, a lot of things floating around. So if you guys ever want any extra, maybe even like 2-3 minute videos, maybe I'll do that throughout the next few days and kind of do like some almost short type style content. So be on the lookout for that. So I guess I'll kind of take a break because we're setting up a lot of cool things in terms of editing and channels and stuff. We'll have a video update for it, but gonna let everyone kind of know. But either way, if you guys are excited for the videos, they're going to be a lot better very, very, very soon, and I hope you guys are very excited. But right now, we actually have even more exciting news where, well, we're not the only channel and company or place, whoever, that is setting up the future for video games, their business, plans, whatever. And what I mean by that is that Xbox, now based on the leaks we had about a year ago or so, and those leaks have been kind of becoming more and more true, is now trying to expand out their business even more. Now, as I'm sure you guys know, we've seen some bigger games, such as like Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, and a few other various ones like Grounded that have come to the PlayStation 5 with very, very good success rates. Like a lot of people really enjoyed the games. People were buying them and spending the actual money on it. And of course, as well, we also have like PlayStation games still getting things like Call of Duty, which obviously there's kind of a big controversy over here when it comes to Game Pass, and if it's worth it, that might be a topic for another video, but it is kind of relative where Xbox is spending a lot of money and they want to go and, well, make that money back. And right now, without console wars aside, the PlayStation is a bigger console with more selling units and more people buying individualized games because they don't have a Game Pass alternative. So let's go talk about the fact that right now a lot of these rumors and leaks are showing that Xbox is meant to go release a lot more games for the Switch, Switch 2, ideally, because that should be being announced very soon, and as well also the PlayStation 5. And I think this is kind of cool news because we covered these leaks a few months ago, year ago, whatever, and it does seem like a lot of stuff such as like Forza, Halo, Halo Infinite, Halo Master Chief Collection, and more future games out there, such as even like Indiana Jones, as we've already known and discussed on the channel, are coming on out. So subscribe if you guys are new, leave your likes and comments down below, the Twitters and Twitches as well, and let's go dive into the video itself. So to go first and foremost, kind of be the bearer of, I don't want to really say bad news per se, but if you look at certain games on Steam, and we can go and see Halo Infinite is a good example over here, where it's, in all honesty, it's a little bit of a dud. Like, I don't want to be a hater on over here, but we just saw Marvel Rivals go hit 500,000 concurrent users with the Season 1. To the point where I haven't been playing that. I've been a little bit of like a Twitch break, YouTube break, kind of, just like trying to get all my stuff together, as I mentioned. We'll have a video on that. But for this, it's like, people aren't really playing the game. 3,000 people for like an indie game is great. 3,000 people for Halo Infinite, not so much. I mean, there's still some people play, and there's some people on Xbox too, don't get me wrong, but it isn't really doing so hot. And obviously there's other games out there such as like Forza, which I loved Forza when that game came out. Forza Horizon was fantastic. Not really the big fan of like those Sims, but I do like a fan of like the fun arcadey style. I like that style. And that is also being rumored to be brought on over to different platforms. So the kind of the big news story over here that Xbox exclusives are set to launch on the Switch 2 and the PS5 in 2025. Now, a lot of us who are assuming this, a lot of people have already seen the writing on the wall. We've seen with, once again, Indiana Jones 2 on top of that. But at the same exact time, we're waiting for more confirmations and discussions on it too. But basically, Microsoft wants to exit the console war. They want to give up. They just want to give it to PlayStation, and they want to go multi-platform in 2025. So, I don't know, there's a lot of articles and leaks and rumors on this one saying that the PS5 Pro leaker says the Switch 2 reveals coming next week. So we're seeing this news. We're seeing new consoles, and then we're also seeing that the fact that the Switch is going to start getting a lot more games, which would correspond with the same exact timestamp, where we have the Switch 2 with the PS4 style hardware level. We have more games coming from Xbox, and Xbox just wants to be a publisher. They dropped $70 billion. They got Game Pass. They just want people who own Game Pass to enjoy themselves and keep their subscription. They don't mind if they lose all their Xbox users, which I still think is stupid, but at the end of the day, they don't really care high level. I mean, they care a little bit, but you know what I mean. And then at the same time, we also have the Switch 2, which will probably get a lot more individual sales. So imagine selling the next Call of Duty on the Switch 2. Imagine selling Hi-Fi Rush on the Switch 2. I mean, just for sake of metaphoricalness. But it's crazy to go and see this because a lot of people are now seeing all this news out there. And I think this is almost needed. Some bigger things out here too is like the Microsoft Flight Sim of 2024. They should just release this like January 5 and then like still at 2025. It probably would be a little bit better, but whatever. But yeah, like look at this. Like a Nintendo Switch 2 is reportedly getting 2 major Xbox games, including Halo 2 as well, Master Chief Collection, including Infinite. We've heard like 50-50 in the Infinite, but a lot on the Master Chief Collection, which is pretty much the same thing. I think more people probably care about Halo 3, etc. But you know, whatever. But yeah, a lot of these sources are basically saying that these are all coming. So if you have just basically podcasters with all this information correctly reporting on unreleased video games, both games are planned for the system. But like, it's kind of weird to give like credit on this stuff. Not to say where it's like, no, it's not sourced from, but I mean, you guys look at in my videos for the past probably year and a half. I think the writing's been on the wall. It just makes sense. I think anyone with the brain, anyone who's watching this video would understand that these topics have been kind of repeated on a lot, and it's very, very obvious of where they're going to go take their direction. Especially because, you know, they're not really trying to go compete as much on console side. They're trying to get Game Pass on TVs. Like quite literally, if you have an IQ above 40, you could probably realize this is going to happen. There's no like shade against anyone else. I'm just kind of saying that, like, even for my own videos, I'm the one that's been saying the same stuff as well. Like I'm a part of it, you know. But like it's kind of obvious. But this is like a good thing. So this obviousness aside, I think this is nice. Like, you have PlayStation with over 50 million people buying their consoles. So why not put Halo on it? Like, look, it's Halo's on Steam. Why is it not on PlayStation? Make it crossplay. And this can go bolster up all these good FPS games that Xbox has. Think things like Halo. Duh. Think things like Forza. Duh. Think things like Gears of War. Duh. All these really nice, cool IPs that could be just well bolstered and stronger if they're cross-playable. You put it on PC, you put it on Steam, you put it on Game Pass, you put it on actual like PS5. The Switch too, if the hardware can handle it and it maybe makes sense. Some games like a Fortnite or Rocket League make more sense for cross-play compatible with, say, the Switch. But I mean, even then, you know, who knows? Maybe the Switch 2 have some like a lower graphics options. I don't know. There's always a chance. Some people have potato PCs out there and they can roll it on out. But this is kind of big news over here because I do think that this is something I would want. I would be playing these games on my PlayStation. And once again, though, it is kind of weird because at the end of the day, like, you could just get away with having a PC, PlayStation, Switch. And that really is, like, I think the trifecta. You have Microsoft itself on your PC, most likely. You get Game Pass over there for your day one games. You get it cheaper for Xbox. We've touched on all these topics a lot. And then at the same time, then you have your PlayStation, which will eventually either day one or in, like, within a year-long period, get all the exclusives. So think like Indiana Jones or Fable. Those games better be coming to PlayStation at this point. I don't mind a timed exclusive or Game Pass exclusive for a little bit, like a year or so, drive up sales. Sure, but also try to resell to recoup loss. And that kind of leads to the next big topic where a lot of these games are expensive and you can't make money back in Game Pass, but you want to expand Game Pass. You want to have these third-party games. Like, imagine like a Hogwarts Legacy on Game Pass would have been insane. You know, like sometimes I'll have some banger games out there that have done that. And they haven't had a big AAA game in a little bit, but there has been times where Game Pass has a day one title and I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of vibing this. That's not an Xbox title. So like, yeah, make your money back. Why not? Like, why not? Literally sell these game copies on PlayStation or the Switch because it's going to work. Like, people are going to buy it. And there are a bigger likelihood of people on the PlayStation to pay full price because, well, if you could go buy Call of Duty for 60, 70 bucks on a one-time deal, and then instead of having Game Pass every month for, you know, 12 bucks, whatever it might be, then your entire life just makes a lot more sense. Like, you just, whatever, you're going to play it for the next 4 or 5 months, sure, go pay for it. But then Xbox is making money, PlayStation's making money, the Switch is making money if they have that all going on. And it just makes a lot of sense. Like, why do we even want to make these all hardcore? So this is still like baby leaks because we don't have the 100% confirmation. Like, we don't know exactly when. We don't know only like the future games, which are important. But as I've mentioned throughout this video, I do think having a like 6 to 1 year long exclusivity period, both on PlayStation and then put it to Steam, or both on Xbox Game Pass and then put it on PlayStation Switch, really just is like the ideal vibe because a lot of games kind of get lost in the sauce after around 2 years, 3 years or so. And like, you give it a year and people are still talking about it. People still care about it. It gets a little hype because we've also been seeing a lot of news when it comes to Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is a good example too, where they want to make that multi-platform. So why wait? Like, why wait to put it on PC? Why wait to put it on the Switch if it can handle it? Why wait to go put it on Xbox? Because you're going to be making money regardless. And as a third party, unless like PlayStation's giving you like $50 million or it's a Game Pass exclusive deal, why not just sell it everywhere? Make everyone happy. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. But regardless, It just kind of seems like games like Halo coming to PlayStation are seeming very likely. I would like to play the next Halo on PlayStation. I think that was maybe a pipe dream a while ago, but as we get closer and closer towards this publishing reality, it does make a lot of sense. Like, it does seem like it's going to work. It does seem like this can make Xbox a lot of money and overall grow and foster the gaming sphere a lot better. And I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of into it. I don't think I mind. So I want to hear your thoughts. Like, would you be buying games like Halo, like Master Chief Collection or the next Halo game itself on PlayStation? I would. Would you guys be buying like Forza on PlayStation? I would. I mean, I play it on PC, but I'd also buy it on PlayStation. I don't think I'd mind. So I want to hear your thoughts on it because I think this is good news. I think this is like the landscape finally shifting, and we've kind of been seeing this shift for a while. So I want to hear your thoughts on everything down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have all the Twitters down below, the Twitches as well, and hope you guys are still enjoying the content on the break. We'll have a proper, I'd probably give myself an actual real week off or something. So be on the lookout for that. But I love you guys.